Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below. And I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Keep in mind that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. So it's a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Okay? Confirmation when you really want to see what's up. All are welcome on the channel and all contributions are highly appreciated. Okay? Hope you all are doing wonderful, doing great. Something about having a healthy plate. Okay, maybe someone is eating or you're thinking about what you want to eat. You want something good but different. You're tired of the same old thing. Okay, I heard that. Okay. All right, so the first card we have here is the air element here, number 25. So with the air element here, you could be an air sign, sun, moon, or rising, or any placement in your chart. And with air element being here, you could also feel that things are moving about, but maybe you're feeling like something is out of your reach or out of your grasp. Maybe you feel like things are moving slow. You could be waiting for results and maybe they're just not coming fast enough. And Spirit is saying to be mindful, to not go immediately to the negative thinking. This could be something that is bothering you concerning family, something financial, something that you consider to be very important to you. You could be often on a daily speaking or confiding in someone regarding this. This could be a living situation or something financial. Someone could owe you money as well. Maybe you're waiting for someone to give you something that they promised. Something about keeping a promise, air, okay? With the air element here. It says philosophy, discrimination, and empathy. Okay, so maybe someone wants you to empathize with them, like feel sorry or be easy on them. Someone promised you something that they owe you. They promised they will return something to you. This could be something financial. You could be someone who helped someone while they were having a hard time. You could have went into your savings or into some kind of monies that you have been saving for something very important to you. And maybe they kind of persuaded their way or talked you into loaning them this money, okay? You could also be someone who has applied for a loan or a mortgage of some type. Maybe you feel that you were being discriminated against as well, okay? Maybe you feel you weren't being treated fair, okay? If this isn't money, this could be something you applied for. This could be money. This could be housing, okay? This could be a vehicle. This could be some kind of assistance. I'm seeing someone go to a place of business. Maybe the interaction and the communication, maybe the person came off as rude or overbearing, and it made you feel some kind of way. So you could be concerned if you're waiting to hear about an approval for something that you applied for, collective. It's raising some kind of concern for you. Just be mindful with the stinking thinking. Expect a positive outcome. Okay. So expect a positive outcome. It was the tone of the way that someone spoke to you. You felt that they were being very rude to you. Maybe you tried to remain professional or cordial or respectable, but the more, yeah, someone was very rude with you during communication, whatever this is you applied for, an apartment, a house, a car, a loan, some kind of assistance, okay? And you're concerned about the processing of your application. You are hoping that there are no discrepancies, you know. because they work for the place, you're concerned. But Spirit is saying, what is for you will never pass you by. I know I say that a lot, but it's just the truth. If something is meant for you, you will receive it either way. And it is true, when one door closes, another one will open. What better way could Source and your spirit team assist you by directing you? You know, if you were to be rejected or didn't get the answer that you want, I'm not projecting that, but they're saying to share that with you. What is for you will never pass you by. There is nothing that is meant for you in this lifetime that someone can take away from you, even though you may feel you were discriminated against. That could be not necessarily so. It could have just been that that person, whomever you was communicating with, they were just having a bad day. And yes, they were rude to you, Spirit is saying. Yes, they may have been unprofessional, but they don't want you to go to, oh, I hope they didn't do something to my application. Oh, I ain't heard nothing. They said in 5 days, I haven't heard nothing. And it's been 8 days. You know, they don't want you to go to the what ifs in these negative hypotheticals. Okay. Something about calm down. Okay. What else do the collective need to know regarding this information they're waiting on for their highest good? One second, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Calm down and relax. Be still and know what is for you will never pass you by. Yeah. Calm down, collective. Yep. Calm down. Calm down. Yeah. You know, all you can do is be patient, you know. Whenever there's something going on in your life that you may be uncomfortable with, you know, in order to see yourself through on the other end, and this could be very much so regarding, you know, maybe a housing situation, maybe you want to relocate, maybe you apply for an apartment. I'm picking up someone applied for a new apartment that's freshly refurbished, like a remodeled building, maybe an apartment building that has been fully remodeled and updated and upgraded. And maybe you saw in the ads that they had so many vacancies available, so you could be concerned about your application because you know there's a limited amount of available apartments. Okay, a very beautiful place as well. Everything has been like remodeled, refreshed, and updated. Okay, so if it is for you, you know, it will not pass you by, okay? But Spirit is saying, whoever you are, you will not be without. You will not be without. I'm not picking up that you're homeless at all. You have somewhere to live. You are safe, you and your family. But this is somewhere that you saw. This could have been on your local news station or some kind of advertisement. This could have been on the internet. You know, freshly remodeled apartment building. We have vacancies available. And you went and, you know, you shoot your shot, put your application in, and you haven't heard anything yet. Maybe you're calling to try to seek and you get an answer. Maybe when you call, no one's in the office or they're not answering. Okay, so there are many things that go on. You know, we all know what it's like to be anxious and anticipating receiving something that we desire. But Spirit is saying everything has a process, and the world does not evolve around us alone. And keep in mind, there could be many things taking place, and but no one is discriminating against you. That's the message. It feels that way. You may feel that way. Maybe you and the person who took in your paperwork, maybe you are different. Maybe you are of different ethnicities, different race, and you're assuming this. This could be an assumption, okay? But no one. That's the message. It's not what you think. It is not what you think. hmm And so there's many things that could have taken place. You know, someone could be maybe trying to run the office by themselves. You know, different things occur on different days of the week for everyone in this world. And so they're saying for you to consider that there could be something that could be going on. Maybe the office is temporarily closed for a few days. Okay, I'm picking up you've recently applied for this loan or for this apartment or whatever this paperwork is you're waiting for. This is something recent. This isn't anything years ago. This is at least within the last 30 days. Okay, for someone. It's coming through very clearly. Okay, very nice apartment. Yes, very nice. Mm-hmm. 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 And so with the Ace of Swords now, Spirit is saying that, you know, you now have clarity You now have, once you receive communication that you're waiting for, you're feeling that, you're going to be, relaxed. But they're saying there's something in this situation for you to learn from it. Uh, Often when we're waiting to receive something, doesn't matter what it is, uh, what feels like a long time really isn't. So there's something here about you needing to be patient. Okay. You're receiving confirmation and clarity that everything is going to work out fine. And you may even be surprised that when you do hear from these people who's approving you, whether it's for money, housing, a vehicle, a grant, schooling, whatever this is, they're going to explain to you, not through you complaining, but they're going to communicate with you that there has been some changes, within the office, and why, when you have been reaching out, they have not been returning your phone call. And you're going to find out that it wasn't personal after all. You're going to find that out, like, oh, I was thinking the wrong thing all this time. Okay, yeah. So someone could be, I'm picking up, running the office by themselves. Maybe when you applied, when you went to see this place, maybe the office was full, occupied. Maybe there was a person answering the phone, another one at the front desk, two others walking around. They may tell you, I'm sorry, I missed your call. Oh, yes, yes, Mr. and Mrs. Collective, your application has been approved, and I've been meaning to get to you, but I've been running the office by myself. I apologize, but it's been approved. You can come and get your key. That kind of energy. Okay. And when you get there, you're going to see it's one person trying to do everything by themselves. It's either going to be that or something else, but they're going to explain to you without you even asking of what the hold up was. But it wasn't anything deliberate. It wasn't discrimination. It wasn't anything like bad intentions towards you. There is no one trying to block you from receiving what is due to you, or what you desire at this time. Okay. Mm-hmm. And the energy that you received when you completed this paperwork or applied for this application, car, loan, whatever this is, it's going to be much different. As I explained in the beginning, maybe the person was being rude, being short with you, overbearing. The energy is going to be so different. It's going to be like a whole 360. You're going to be like, am I talking to the same person? Yes, you're talking to the right person, the right location, and you're going to find out things happen. There's something about you learning to be patient. Something about the source wants you to learn how to be patient. They're saying for real, be patient and stop putting yourself into a fit of anxiety whenever things aren't moving fast enough for you, collective. Sometimes things are up in the air. There are things that are out of our control, and we have to be patient. Okay. Everything has its own process. Okay. It's just like waiting for something to come in your mailbox. Your postal carrier. Thank God for the mail carriers. We love them. May they be blessed and protected. But either way, they're responsible for getting it to your mailbox. But before it gets to the mailbox, our mail and our packages go through several processes. And there are different people and policies and rules and laws and procedures that are incorporated before one single piece of mail can make it to our mailbox. And it's not always someone deliberately trying to target you or block you, or they hating on me, or I wonder why my stuff ain't came. I wonder, that kind of energy. So I'm getting this is so cute. Oh, collective. I'm getting the energy of someone who's just impatient with a lot of things in life, and it's time to slow down. It's time to slow down and relax, and you'll have a smoother transforming of life moving ahead once you learn to breathe deep and relax and stop self-inflicting anxiety onto yourself. Male or female, you know who you are. Your family and friends could also agree with me and say this about you, like, yes, they are always upset, going from 0 to 100, thinking the worst. And it's not that, not all the time. No one's not out to get you every day of the week now. Out of the 365 days of the year, at least one of them days, it's a good day for the collective. Yeah. So the sun is shining on you. It is meant for you to have a prosperous outcome. And the sun card is a very high card. So whomever you are, slow down and relax and find something else to do besides hyper. Instead of intensely waiting to receive this letter or this information, find something else to redirect your attention and your focus to, collective. You don't want to be hyper focused, on this. Find something to occupy your time and your mind. Mm-hmm. With the Six of Swords energy here, maybe you could be concerned that maybe something you put on your application. I don't know if you had to use a reference, depending on what it is. Sometimes you have to use a reference when it's housing, whether it's a loan. Well, for a lot of things, maybe you're concerned with the Six of Cups that you put someone down on your paperwork as a reference, and you're thinking that maybe they contacted them, and maybe some. Oh boy, yeah, come out your head, collective. You thinking somebody slandered you. Spirit said what is for you cannot be taken from you, okay? What is meant for you will never pass you by. So, and if you think this person would do that, hey, you shouldn't have put them down as a reference. You shouldn't have put them down as a reference, okay? If you even feel that way, but that's not it. Spirit is saying that's not it. The 101 inferior thoughts that you are having that are playing in circles around your head, you need to release them. Because thoughts become things and you can project the wrong outcome. Real talk, collective, by being in a stinking thinking process. That's why I constantly bring up certain things because these things are real. Everything is energy. And if we're not mindful, thoughts do become things. Everything around us was once a thought before it became a thing. And you don't want to manifest the wrong energy into your life. Okay. So everyone's not out to get you. No one is trying to block you, collective. Okay. And with the Two of Cups energy, you're going to be okay after all, but you have to hurry up and wait. With the Sun card out here, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Cups telling you to relax, the Death card letting you know that a transformation is going to happen in your life. And with the family here, it's going to also create some kind of change in your family. And it's going to be for a positive, for the highest good with the Sun energy out here in this Two of Cups. It's going to bring balance into your life. So expect a positive outcome. Okay. This concludes the read. I hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.